All right, good afternoon, everybody. We are bringing you live coverage of our Central Bowlers Alliance June tournament at Flaherty's Arden Bowl in Arden Hills, Minnesota. What you're watching now, this is going to be game 8 of our 8 games of qualifying. We started at 9 o'clock this morning, 51 bowlers, and we bowl 8 games of qualifying. And with the 51 bowlers, we take the top third into match play, luck of the draw match play. We only bowl 5 more games of that, and then the 6th game is position round, and then top 5 step ladder. And after 6 games, we don't have the updates after 7 yet, but Jason Hansen and Steve Bowen will be getting those scores, and we'll have them shortly, but I'll kind of give you an update after 6. William Jones is leading at 164 over. That's averaging 227, which is pretty phenomenal. I think he's using a purple hammer right outside by the gutter. Josh Kennedy second at 103 over. Lucas Hersrud at 96. Jace Goodell at plus 81. Ryan Swiderski with a couple of 230s back-to-back at up to 38 over. Andy Mills, 37 over. Zach Andreessen, plus 23. Dawson Peterson, plus 3. This is after 6. We don't have the scores for after 7 yet, but I'm just giving you this update. Chad Nelson, minus 15. Ricky Osteen, minus 16. Connor Reese, a new name, minus 18. Troy Stebbins, minus 18. Rob Clements, minus 25. Zach Lutmer, minus 27. And Keaton Beery, I believe is how you pronounce his last name, from Iowa. I think this is his first CBA tournament. He's at minus 32 after 6. This is the pattern, was the Ballard pattern. And I know it was quite a bit of urethane, and not just urethane, but people playing right outside first arrow, even out a little bit further. Who's on the screen right now? Let's see, what pair are we watching? We're going to be watching pairs 29, 30, 31, 32, and 33, and 34. Will Maddafee is going to be on one of our pairs here, and he was 18th, just about 5 pins out of the cut range after 6. I don't know if you saw that Zach Andreessen is throwing reverse hooks. Some people call it a backup, but to me that's a reverse hook. Just left a solid 7. Nicky Hersrud is watching. I'm just talking to Lucas, Nicky, about how bad your Yankees can't score runs anymore. Well, maybe they can, but they had a 29-inning scoreless streak. They're still better than my Twins right now, but that's another story. Lucas is third after 6 games at plus 96, just in case you didn't know that. This is the second tournament of our 2025-2026 CBA season. Our tournament goes from May through April. That's our tournament season. Bowl 12 tournaments, 10 singles tournaments, 1 Baker doubles, and 1 Baker team event. Obviously, the Baker team event does not count for points or money won for the year for the CBA. Wait a minute, I think it counts for money, just not for points. Brady Stearns was our bowler of the year last year. Will Maddafee was second. And Will Maddafee, he won a tournament last year and second as a CBA All-Star, will be inducted into our CBA Hall of Fame at our doubles tournament this fall in October. I don't know where the tournament is yet, but after that we have our Hall of Fame and awards banquet. And Will Maddafee will be inducted in there for superior performance, which is pretty impressive. He made it in a matter of about 10 years. I'm not exactly sure. We don't know how fast some people have made the Hall of Fame as far as the number of tournaments bowled, but way back in the 80s, Wayne Hathaway was dominant, and he pretty much made the CBA Hall of Fame in the 80s. John Cryer was another one who made it in a short amount of time, along with Brady Stearns and Will Matafee. So very impressive, those young bowlers. Yeah, Tyler, I was wondering why, kind of wondering why you weren't here, but I totally understand why you can't make it. And Nikki, it's always good to hear your voice too. Oh, Matt Payne is watching. Usually Matt Payne is watching while he's bowling here, but he's not here today. As you can see, people are still playing way out by the channel, which is I know people started out there for sure on the Ballard 36-foot pattern. There will be no re-oil after the qualifying. And like I mentioned, the top 16 bowl single game matches, luck of the draw match play, and the top 5 in the step ladder finals. Oh, I was going to get back to the bowlers of the year, which was Brady Stearns. And the first all-star team, because it's a Brady Stearns, Will Matafee, I started talking about him as being going to be inducted into our Hall of Fame. Josh Kennedy was third, Chad Nelson fourth, and William Jones was fifth. That's the first all-star team. Second all-star team consists of Matt Payne, David Ullman, Brady Gustafson, Anthony Stewart, and Thomas Cleveland. Speaking of Brady Gustafson, he was, what was he at, ninth going into Game 7, shot .299 Game 7, which is phenomenal. I guess he left a solid 5-pin.
Is that how you build computers now? You'd be like, we don't really need a save, we just got a ketchup bomb.
All right, I got the results after Game 7. There'll be a little bit of a change, 5-pin difference on Zach Andreessen's score, which still keeps him in ninth place, but he'll be 16 over instead of 21 over. William Jones is up to 201. Josh Kennedy plus 130. Lucas Hersrud plus 110. Jace Goodell plus 105, and Brady Gustafson with that 299 puts him up to plus 92. Ryan Swiderski 79 over. Andy Mills plus 38. Ricky Osteen plus 38. Zach Andreessen, I mentioned, will be plus 16. Chad Nelson plus 9. Dawson Pearson plus 5. Keaton Beery at minus 1. Will Matafee minus 13. Zach Lutmer minus 25. Raymond Young jumping up in there, minus 26. And 16th at minus 35 is Nick Hogan. And that puts Rob Clements 17th at minus 42, and also Connor Reese at minus 42. So they still have a chance to make the cut. Need a couple of good scores, somebody to drop. Always happens. Somebody bowls really well, jumps up from maybe 30, 40 away. Brady Stearns jumped quite a bit. He's minus 75. He's really only 30, 40 pins out of the cut. He just came off of a 240 game. So that's a possibility of him moving up there. And this game, it always seems to be the last game where people focus a little bit more. And I don't know why that is. You should probably try to focus all day long. But when you get to the end, you know you need it. You kind of bear down a little bit, knowing that every pin counts. I've seen a couple people throw away some pins today on strikes, get a little bit upset, say with a split, and then not get the 1 or 2 pins. You lose either 2 or 4. That can make or break you making the cut. You'd have to watch on lane 31. If you guys have not seen Zach Andreessen bowl, right-hander, two-hander, and he can play all over the lane, do all kinds of different things, and watch him. He's going to throw that reverse hook, and he does it effortlessly. Makes it look like he's been practicing that a long time, and if he thinks that's a better chance for him to strike, he'll do that. He's on a double. Didn't quite carry that 10. You're watching Molly Novak bowl over on lane 33. Hadn't seen Molly bowl for a while. She said she was changing some things over the summer, which is the time for people to do some different changes, whether you change pitches, whether you work on something different in your game. You can do that practicing. Practicing will get you to repeat shots, muscle memory, but sometime you got to go out and bowl a tournament to get that adrenaline going and try to make it work under pressure. Oh, looks like Molly picked up that spare easily enough. So Will Matafee, I just mentioned, where was he after 7? He was 13th at minus 13. He's going to shoot 260, maybe 270 if he gets his second one in the 10th. That's going to jump him way up there. He's making the cut easily, so he was already in the cut, so it's not like he's knocking somebody else out. I'm trying to see who else is close by on the TV pairs here that maybe did some. Brady Stearns, I mean, he's over on, looks like he's on 35 and 36. I think he's going to be on 35, if I'm not mistaken. Looks like he started out the game with 9 miss, 8 won. Now he's got a 5-bagger. And I mentioned he was 30 or 40 pins out of the cut. So Will Manafee with he had a 5 count in the second one and the 10th. He gets 264. Puts him to plus 51. He's well into the cut. You watch the shot on 35. You'll see Brady over there. Solid strike for a 6-bagger. He still has 258 possible. He's got to go off the sheet for that. That would get him up to 17 under, which would be in the cut. But I can't see Rob Clements or Nick Hogan or Ray Young. They're a little bit way out of camera range. Ron Kish is up on 31, and you can just you can't see on the camera, but you'll see them picking up that 10 pin. He's not bowling very well today, but he has about, and I don't know the exact number, but it's probably in a 270 range of consecutive singles tournaments bowled in CBA competition. It was August of 2002. Ron Kish came out of juniors, was bowling the MJBT, bowled his first tournament August 2002 and has not missed a singles tournament in 23 years, and has 2 CBA titles. So not just showing off out here, just showing up. He's actually bowling pretty well a lot of times. Watch over on lane 36. Brady Stearns got the next one. That's a 7-bagger. He needs at least the first one, I would say, in the 10th frame to get up to that 240 range. That could make him, but I'm pretty sure he's going to strike out because he's pretty much locked in right now. Watching Joseph Woods Wiseman throwing the ball. He didn't have a very good day today, but he's out here trying hard. I know it's a few years ago, maybe it was about 4 years ago maybe, I bowled on a pair when he bowled his first ever CBA tournament. So nice young man. A lot of new faces. A lot of young kids come out here and bowl, which we need that obviously because you can't just have the old guys all the time. And they have good schooling. A lot of them bowl for their high school teams. And then they bowl the MJBT, Midwest Junior Bowlers Tour, run by Darren Hansen. Does a good job with that. And these young kids get some experience that way. Then they go away to college somewhere and come back and bowl the CBA. And they're all well practiced. You're 52 under? Yep. Well, Connor was tied 17th and 18th, which was basically out of the cut, but won an extra casher. He was tied with Rob Clemens, and Connor had 190, so he's 52 under. And I don't know what Rob Clemens is. He's not close by. Brady Stearns up on 35 for the first one in the 10th. Solid strike. Gets him into the 240s. That's going to put him 30 some under, so he'd pass Connor and probably Rob Clemens, but like I said, I don't know what Rob had. And I don't know what Nick Hogan or Ray Young had either. Zach Andreessen throwing his reverse hook, tripping a 6-pin. He can have 215, it'll get him to plus 30, so he'd be okay. Brady's taking his time over on 35, wants to make sure everything is right. He doesn't really need to have it according to my stats here, but he doesn't know that. He doesn't know what anybody else is doing. So he needs to have this strike to get in that 250 range. It puts him only minus 20 something. And through the nose for a 3.6, 9.10. Not one of his better shots. So could get him 244 if he picks it up. That'll put him at 31 under. And I'm not sure what anybody else did, so he needs to get at least 3 pins on this because it's a 3.6, 9.10, kind of a tough spare. $243 for Brady, minus 32 he would be. Zach Andreessen, 215. He is plus 30, 31, I think, something like that. So, one guy that I've seen, Keaton Beery, was minus 1, but he's going to have he can only have 150. So he's going to be 50 under at the most. That would put him at, if he strikes out, he's going to have 155, losing 45 pins. He would be minus 46. So if he gets this one, he passes Connor Reese with an opportunity possibly to make the cut, but I still don't know if that's going to be enough. Brady Gustafson is watching. Brady, after that 299, you had game 7. I don't know what you had game 8, but I'm sure it was a letdown. No, not really. Solid strike in the 11th. That was for Keaton Beery. So like I said, if he gets this one, he's going to be 46 under. We do know that Brady Stearns would have passed him. I don't know who else, because I don't know what the other ones might be too tough, so I'm not sure what's going on here. Rob Clemens is the one that would be, could have snuck in there if he had a good game. That was a bad shot for count. Loses 3 more pins. That's 49 under. All right, I'm going to shut the mics off here now for a while because everybody's pretty much done. They're bringing the scores up where Jason Hansen and Steve Bone will be tallying up those scores, and we'll be back shortly.